Welcome to my YouTube channel. Since my last introduction video, I had a lot of questions with regards to what were my highlights and exciting points of living in Singapore. Well, to start off with, I would say, the food, the cuisine in Singapore is amazing. You have food from all over the world: Japan, Korea, Italy, Vietnam. It's just incredible the amount of food options there are in Singapore. And the cultures. You have a variety of cultures in Singapore, and there's festivals throughout the year with each, emphasis put on each culture, and that's exciting. Now, the highlights of me while I stayed in Singapore. Well, I was there almost 31 years, so I had a lot of highlights. But the ones that stand out would be my volunteer work, where I volunteered for the Breast Cancer Foundation and the annual Terry Fox Run, where the Breast Cancer Foundation, I was involved in, developing a fitness program for the survivors as well as for the recoveries. And it was great. It was a weekly thing where I'd go there and do fitness program for them. And I really enjoyed that a lot. Another performance close to my heart would have been, the Terry Fox Run, the annual Terry Fox Run, the Research for Cancer, where, it was an annual event and I was leading the warm up and cool down section. I was involved in that for about 10 years, and there'd be anywhere from 3,000 to 10,000 participants. So I really looked forward to that, and it was exciting to see, such a mass participation. Other highlights would be performances that we did for the Arts Festival, as well as for Mr. Goh Chok Tong, who at the time was the Prime Minister for Singapore. My students did a performance for the opening of a community center, and it was nice to see them, looking so professional and really excited about performing for the Prime Minister. And then I was also involved in the Healthy Lifestyle campaign over at Sentosa Island, where the current Prime Minister attended, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, where I set up a Passport to Fitness booth for children to enter the booth and be issued a passport, and they rotate around to the various stations doing push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, and awarded a t-shirt and participation at the end. And Mr. Lee Hsien Loong also got a t-shirt. But that was exciting. Another highlight would be nominated Coach of the Year, by POSB Championship Award. Unfortunately, the footballer, I'm not sure of his name, but he received the award. But I was grateful and appreciative just to be nominated in that category. So as I go along, I will let you know of some other highlights. But moving forward, I would like to cover Mikaela Maroney. She's an American gymnast who was an Olympian participating in the London 2012 Olympics. She was with the U.S. team, and they called themselves the Fierce Five at the time. She is a world-class vaulter, tremendous, and she's been compared to a lot of male gymnasts, but she's by far the most outstanding woman vaulter I've ever seen. So the vault that she does, or she did during the Olympics, was an Amanar 2.5 twist, but the approach is a Yurchenko, which is a round-off back handspring, onto the vault, and then she, pushes off and does a 2.5 twist. I want you to focus on and take a look at how she approaches the board. She's very aggressive, a very quick run. She has a very good round off. She leaves the board quickly and gets her arms onto the vault very fast. And the shoulder repulsion or push is tremendous. The height is phenomenal. And her execution, her legs are tight, and she has a perfect landing. Now, she was awarded 16.233 during that vault, but I personally feel that full marks were deserved, a 16.5 for the vault. The only slight fault I could see was a separation of the legs, just minimal separation of the legs prior to her landing. But considering the height and the execution, I really personally feel that she could have scored or should have scored a lot higher. So yeah, sit back and enjoy, and please press like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.